Let's take a quick look at how to change your budget in Google Ads. Now, this will typically happen at the campaign level. In fact, I think it'll always happen at the campaign level. But first thing you're going to want to do is log into your Google Ads account, come over to campaigns. You'll see this little drop down. Just click on campaigns from here, and you should see a list of your campaigns. If you're not seeing all of them here, you may need to adjust these settings right here, where you can choose to show all campaigns instead of just enabled. So if you have some campaigns that were paused and you're not seeing them, that might be why. It's because you're filtering out just to see the enabled campaigns here. Once you have the campaign that you're looking to adjust the budget on, you should see this budget column here by default. And you really just click on the pen icon here to edit. It's going to kind of give us a breakdown of some things here. But really, to change the budget, all we do is come in here, change the number, click save. It's probably going to ask for you to do two-factor authentication at that point, just so that somebody can't hack into your account and go spend a bunch of your money without your permission, right? Now, the other thing to keep in mind is that's not the whole picture when it comes to adjusting your budget in Google Ads. There are other things to consider, like, how much should you increase your budget or decrease your budget, or any number of things can affect the performance of your campaigns. So I recommend that you add this column, search loss impression share from budget, which will help give you an indication of how much more you can increase your budget until you gobble up all the available impression share. So an impression is just when your ad shows up on Google when somebody does a search. Obviously a click is when somebody clicks on your ad. And so in this campaign, you can see we have a 35% search loss impression share from budget, which just means that there's 35% of the available times that our ad could show up. It's not showing up because the budget is too low. So if we increase the budget by, say, 30%, we can add another $10 here. We can probably get the same cost per click, the same cost per conversion, etc. I typically like to raise the budget in smaller increments though, maybe 15-20% at a time. So I would maybe start by raising the budget $5 a day here. Let that run for a little bit, maybe 2 weeks or so, and then check and see the performance. You can compare the performance of those 2 weeks to the previous 2 weeks, which it can be done up here. You just click on the compare here and just make sure you have 2 weeks. So select 14 days and then click compare. And then that will allow you to see how the budget change has impacted the performance of your ads. Now, if you see that the cost per conversion stays about the same and you're getting more sales at roughly the same cost, then you might try increasing again. And of course, you can check your search loss impression share from budget. If you don't see that, you can utilize this custom columns here. You can click modify columns, do a search for lost IS or budget or whatever. You can find it and add it in there. And then you'll be able to determine how much you can raise your budget without having to adjust any other parameters. There are other things you can adjust, like if this is a search campaign here, we can add more keywords, which would allow us to show up more times on the Google search page, which would increase our search loss impression share from budget and allow us to put more budget towards the ads. Other thing to keep in mind with your budget is that some days it might spend zero, some days it might spend double. You can check that in the budget report here. I have a whole video if you want to check out that goes into depth on the whole budget report. But just because you set your budget at $35 per day does not mean that it's only going to spend $35 per day. It just means that over the span of a month, it's only going to spend $35 times 30.4, which is the average number of days in a month, which comes out to $1,064 in this case. I think that's accurate. But anyways, that's how they do the math. I guess this number might depend on what day of the month it is and things like that. But either way, in this case, let's say we have it at like $33, which should be really close to $1,000 a month. not calculated yet. But yeah, it should show us that roughly it's going to spend about $1,000 per month. So that's how you change your budget in Google Ads. I hope you found this helpful. If there's anything you did have questions about, don't hesitate to reach out. Just drop your questions in the comment section down below, and I'll be sure to get back to them there.
Look, if you're the type of person that just doesn't even want to deal with Google Ads anymore, then you can always reach out to me. My company is Missoula SEO Geek. I'll leave a link to my website down below, but we do manage Google Ads for different companies in different industries, and you can come learn about what we do, what makes us unique. You can even read some of the testimonials from some businesses that we've taken from 0 to over $1 million in revenue, like this one here, and really just see that, this is the type of thing that's going to explode your business growth. So feel free to reach out. You can always give us a call or contact us through our website, and look forward to working with you.